Hey everyone, today we're diving into a really big independent review that could completely change the game for health regulation in Australia. And look, if you're a counselor or a psychotherapist, you're going to want to listen up because this could be the future of your professional recognition.
So let's just get right into it. Have you ever felt like trying to get professional recognition is like navigating some kind of crazy maze? You think you're on a clear path and then suddenly, bam, you hit a brick wall. It's a super common and, let's be honest, really frustrating feeling.
Well, it turns out you're definitely not alone. And that feeling, it's not just in your head. That's a direct quote from a massive review of the entire system. What you've been feeling is a real, system-wide problem that's been officially recognized.
So where is all this coming from? It's from something called the Dawson Report, or officially the Transforming Health Professions Regulation in Australia Review from July 2025. And this thing, it doesn't just point out the problems. Oh no, it lays out a full-blown roadmap for an overhaul, and that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. So at the very heart of this maze, the review basically found 4 huge issues. First, there's no big picture strategy. It's like the left hand doesn't know what the right is doing. Second, the professionals who are registered are treated like they're on their own little islands, totally separate from everyone else. Third, the whole system's reputation is kind of dragged down by its weakest link, how it handles complaints. And the final piece, the whole thing is just outdated. It's not running efficiently, which leads to all sorts of accountability problems.
All right, so how on earth do you fix a system that tangled? Well, the Dawson Report doesn't just admire the problem, it prescribes a major fix. And it's built on 4 key ideas, or what it calls transformation directions. The goal? A simpler, smarter system for everybody.
And here they are. First, get a real strategy in place. Numbers 3 and 4 are all about fixing the existing system, making it more accountable and sorting out that messy complaints process. But number 2, pay very close attention to number 2. This one is about creating a single, cohesive framework for the entire health workforce. And that, right there, is the one that could change absolutely everything for counselors.
Okay, let's zoom in on what this really means for the counseling profession. That second direction, the integrated framework, this isn't just some small administrative tweak. This is a potential game changer. We're talking about creating a formal, recognized spot for counseling right inside the national system.
So the big idea here is to get away from the old, rigid, all-or-nothing system. Instead, the report is proposing this flexible new framework where the amount of regulation perfectly matches the level of risk a profession poses. It's about being smart and proportionate, not one size fits all.
Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. Look at this table. The report creates 3 tiers. At the top, you've got the full-on national board regulation for high-risk professions like medicine. Down at the bottom, you have a basic code of conduct for everyone. But smack bang in the middle, there it is, a brand new category, enhanced profession-led regulation. And just look at the examples they use. Counselling, social work, dietetics. This isn't an accident. This is a purpose-built pathway.
And this new pathway has a name. It's called the Professions Registration Model. This is the actual mechanism, the specific tool that could finally give currently self-regulated professions like counseling a formal national home without all the crazy costs and complexity of that top-tier model. And just look at the features here. This is huge. It's a new way into the national scheme. It would provide title protection. Finally. It means every single practitioner would be on one register, which is a massive boost for public safety. And really importantly, it's designed to be cost-effective, and it's all overseen by a new dedicated council to keep things running smoothly.
Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. Let's cut through all the theory. What does this actually mean for you as a practicing counselor or psychotherapist on a day-to-day level?
Well, first off, it's important to know that this isn't some fringe idea. There's real, broad support for this kind of change. This quote here from the College of Radiologists shows that other parts of the health sector totally see the value in this. They agree that creating these flexible pathways is a great way to improve safety and trust across the whole system.
So, for counselors, the benefits that are laid out in the report are just massive. It means all that incredible work your professional associations have done on self-regulation finally gets recognized and built on, not thrown out. It means your professional standards get a formal boost. It gives you that clear, long-awaited chance to join the national scheme and to be fully included in workforce planning and public safety frameworks. So here's the bottom line. For the very first time, we have a clear, official blueprint on the table.
It's a map. It's a way for the counseling profession to finally find its way out of that regulatory maze and get onto a clear, formal path, a path that leads straight to national recognition, better public safety, and the professional standing that you all deserve.
But here's the thing. The Dawson Report, it lays out the map, but it can't walk the path for you. These proposals, especially this new registration model, they're going to need active engagement from the profession to build them. So the real question isn't if this is a good idea. The real question is, how will the counseling profession itself step up and seize this incredible opportunity to shape its own future?